In the field of services for older adults, the name Kendal is recognized for vision, leadership, and innovation. These qualities were reflected from the beginning in the leadership of Lloyd W. Lewis, who, along with a forward-thinking staff and board of directors, pioneered new ideas, took chances, and orchestrated meaningful changes to shape a better way to grow older.
The Kendal mission is really about creating the conditions in which people can take charge of their own lives and continue to contribute to work on personal well-being and health and remain vital.
Lloyd really was a future thinker. I mean, he represented everything there was about the way things should be, as opposed to the way things typically were found to be.
Lloyd and the board had the ability to find people who really were going to make a difference in our field, people who really wanted to work in the field of long-term care.
Lloyd helped shape Kendal by setting the tone of Quaker values and seeking a better way and innovation by valuing the individual.
Quaker values provides us an opportunity to enhance the dignity of the staff as well as the residents who reside in the community.
Lloyd's collaboration and passion for meeting challenges has led others in the field to develop new ways of doing things and new ways of thinking about aging.
Lloyd was an original, I think. He was full of energy, he was full of ideas, he was a good businessman, but he also had this very creative side to him. He was willing to take a chance.
I think one thing that Lloyd did extremely well at was identifying people who had potential and trying to work with them to bring that potential out.
Before we came, my wife and I thought the hard thing is going to be making friends with people and then they die. But that's not the hard part. Very often when they die, we think, well, that's a merciful release. But in the meantime, they've been cared for and loved and cherished. And that's part of the legacy of Kendal, which was the legacy of Lloyd Lewis.
In January 2008, the Janet Comey Foundation gave $250,000 to the Lloyd Lewis Fund for the purpose of enhancing the individual understanding and experience of aging for the better. Our intent is to match this gift with at least another $250,000 as part of our Promising Innovations campaign. This fund honors Lloyd's many years of service as a foundation trustee and also the visionary passion he nurtured in others similarly dedicated to serving older adults. The fund's purpose is to continue to keep the horizon in sight.
The Lloyd Lewis Fund is a way for us to honor a real leader among us, and we want to do that. But ultimately, we don't want to look back. We want to look forward to what Promising Innovations can do, not just for our field, but for the individual people experiencing aging, and that's all of us.
Promising Innovations gives us an opportunity to grow new ideas for the field. You know, just like Untie the Elderly started, or just like the accreditation process started, it started with a seed, with somebody really coming up with an idea to improve care for the long term.
Promising Innovations campaign is an extraordinarily wonderful opportunity because it allows all of us to participate in the future. So therefore, the opportunity for both the Kendal facilities and the people who reside there is extraordinary.
The trustees of the Janet Comey Foundation hope that this gift will continue Kendal's path towards innovation and a better future for the aging experience of all older people.
I think that for older adults in particular, they need to have that inner peace that you see that the Quaker philosophy brings about.
Kendal has been involved in a number of different programs over the years that have really solved some really significant problems in the field. So I believe very strongly that these resources are going to have the potential to create all kinds of new programs that are going to help us solve the problems and the challenges of an aging society.
You know what, I dream that in the future, every older adult, regardless of their income, regardless of their physical ability or their cognitive ability, can be enabled to live fully in a place they call home.
The wonderful thing about the Promising Innovations campaign is that it's not topic specific. In other words, it creates an organizational wherewithal to do new things as we spot emerging ideas that need some capital, need some support, need some visibility. It will enable Kendal to play a role outside of our own system to help those ideas come along and be given birth. It has a capability that's beyond what we can even imagine. It's really a terrific idea.
The success of the Promising Innovations Initiative will keep alive the spirit of inquiry and mission seized so boldly almost 40 years ago, to support the evolving understanding and popular conception of what it means to grow older, to further research and knowledge in the field of aging, and to perpetuate the Quaker values of mutual respect, inclusion, and caring for the good of all humankind.
As I age, and I have loved ones who are aging, I think we all should care.
I think the opportunity here is to be a leader and to have a vision, which in fact we have to share with the world.
It's kind of like throwing the seed or a pebble into the pond and watching it spread.
Every dollar makes a difference. Kendal was founded with a grant.
I would encourage people to provide seed capital for this initiative so that we are able to find cutting-edge innovations in our field for the future.
So therefore, give so we can translate that into active programs that will make life better for a lot of old people.